Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just hanging out. Actually have lunch here, getting ready to do that. And again, just kind of taking advantage of this new YouTube vertical live streaming feature. So have some lunch right now. Just wanted to hang out for a little bit. If y'all have any questions, feel free to drop those in the chat if you are watching this live, and if you're watching the replay, feel free to drop any questions in the comments below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Again, YouTube's got a new feature, and I have done this on Instagram and TikTok before, where I'll live stream during a meal and just kind of hang out a little bit, and figured I'd do the same here with YouTube. So again, hanging out Monday afternoon, just finished up a 17-hour fast, broke my fast with some biltong from Aldi, and having some lunch now. South Carolina, tune in. What's good, South Carolina? Cava or Chipotle? I would say I'm probably doing Chipotle more, but I like Cava. The biggest issue there is it is not local to me, so we don't have any Cavas. Hey, your advice has helped me a lot and have put into practice what you said. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. Again, I love the opportunity to make these videos and share them. I love how far they reach, and love to see everybody tuning in. For lunch today, I actually have, so I got a LaCroix to drink. I have cut down on my diet soda some since the new year. But for lunch today, I have some kimchi that I got from Aldi, as well as Carrie and I got some smoked wings from Smoky Bones the other night, and we had some left over. So I'm having 6 of those leftover smoked wings along with some kimchi. Broke my fast a little bit ago. I did 17 hours today. Broke it with some chili lime biltong from Aldi. Hey, did a video on your dog. I need to know more. Lily, come here. She's an old dog now. She may not want to come over, but Lily's our dog. Jordan, hey Ryan, love your videos. I appreciate that, man. Chen Patel, Ryan, quick question. If I work out in the morning, practice intermittent fasting, it's still okay to break my fast around noon? Absolutely. So that's what I did today. So I went to the gym this morning. I got in a lifting session. I did a push. I'm transitioning to a push-pull leg split where I was doing whole body. I did a push session today. I did that from about 6:45 to 8 o'clock, about an hour and 15 total in the gym, and breaking my fast now. You are okay with that. Again, it depends on what your ultimate goal is. Is it optimal for muscle building? Maybe not, but a lot of the times we're looking after optimal, and the reality is good enough is good enough. So it's what I do. On days that I do lift in the mornings, like I had a great session this morning, those are days that I'm typically not doing one meal a day. So I won't lift at 6 to 7 in the morning and then not eat until 6 o'clock at night. I do break my fast a little earlier, so that's what I'm doing today. Joe King, what's up? From Jax, hey, what's good, man? I'm actually gonna be up in Jacksonville on Wednesday, getting my tooth worked on again on Wednesday, so I'll be up there. So Nottingham, England, what's good? Element Baseball 14, give you a shout out. Absolutely, go check out Element Baseball 14. Hey Ryan, you say what's up to my brother Jay. He's your biggest fan. Hey, what's up, Jay? What's good, man? How's everything in your world? Have you tried Poppy? It's a good soda alternative. I haven't tried Poppy. Carrie had one the other day, and I honestly didn't try it. Spindrift sparkling water. I need to try that. I see it all over the place. Is it possible for you to win a fight against an extra large dog? I think I would. What brand of kimchi do I have? Here, I'll show it to you right now. Hold on just one second. I use the Aldi brand, or not the Aldi, the Costco brand kimchi. I like this a lot. I think it's like $8. And if I eat a lot of it, it probably gets me at least through like 4 or 5 sittings or more if I'm just doing like a little bit. Today I did a decent little serving, but it's like $8. Get it from Costco. I really like the flavor. Ryan, love your videos. How's your trip to DC? DC was awesome. Great time. First time seeing it. It was an awesome trip. I wanna go back there again for sure. Yo, what's good? Love your channel from the UK. Wishing all the best for the year. I appreciate that. Do I ever swim for your cardio? So I will swim occasionally. I don't do it too religiously. I was a lifeguard when I was in college. I like swimming, but I don't do it too often just because proximity to pool and all that kind of stuff. Eric says, hey Ryan, I noticed you go to church and wear your FCA sweatshirt. I'm a pastor, so I was wondering how much your faith plays into your life and overall health journey. Hey, I really appreciate that, Eric, and I think, so I am a born-again believer. I became a believer when I was 14 or 15 in junior high, and I would say, you know, sharing my faith is something that I haven't done very consistently on the channel. I think, you know, over time, I have moved towards and kind of away from God, just, you know, as life has kind of happened. I realize God has always been the same, and there have been times where I haven't been faithful, but I am absolutely coming back to the faith, and trying to be obedient. And as far as the FCA sweatshirt, great spot there. I actually got that from my assistant coach, Mike. He got that for me. He's actually a strength and conditioning coach at an FCA gym here in Melbourne. Him and I met through the church. So I think the thing that I continue to work on is just trying to be obedient and pursuing my relationship with God. And I don't try to be overly, you know, I just try to be genuine, but I appreciate that, man. Actually coaching a few guys now that are pastors or believers in the church. Not everybody, but I appreciate that, man. If you're a sauce fan like myself, I love G. Hughes, honey mustard. Do you hit the gym? Yep, probably 3 days a week. I may be increasing that here consistently. I'm looking for the next thing that I'm going to be working on. I have not been to the UK. My favorite restaurant is probably Texas Roadhouse, Cracker Barrel. I love local spots. I love a place called Hemingway's. That's probably our favorite go-to spot right now is Hemingway's. Next time you come up, I'll have to get scooters and ride the monuments. I need to do that. What are your opinions on Islam? I have a lot of Islamic friends. You know, I spent 2 years in Afghanistan. I'm friends with a lot of people that believe that faith. Assalamu alaikum. I have a personal question, not mean at all. How did you replace your tooth in the front? What happened? I don't have it right now. It's in my bedroom. It's a cosmetic tooth. So I lost it at the start of the summer. I had a root canal done on that tooth a decade ago, and it got weak and fell out. So I wear a cosmetic tooth that I take out to eat now. It's cosmetic only. But I'm in the process of getting a permanent implant. Let me know how y'all think about me eating and stuff. I'm gonna try to do my best to shield y'all from having to see me eat. But again, I have done this on TikTok before, and now that YouTube has the feature, I wanna try to go live here more often, where a majority of my following is. Hey Ryan, I almost scored a one-on-one you were offering, but I was too late. Will you be offering that again anytime soon? I know you're super busy. So, I don't have plans to run any scholarships in the near future. I have 1 or 2 spots open for one-on-one coaching, and my assistant coach, Mike, is actually full right now. So I don't know when I'm gonna be running another scholarship, but if you're interested in the coaching, just shoot me an email to ifwithryan@gmail.com, ifwithryan@gmail.com, and put progress over perfection in the title of the email. And it's actually in the description of this video too, if it's something you're interested in, man. Love your honest response to the faith question. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, man. To break my fast, I've been doing blueberries, cottage cheese, and honey to give it a shot. I love that. I love that combination. I was actually just at Aldi. I bought some more blueberries, and I plan on doing that later today as well. What would be your death row last meal? Probably pizza or Mexican. Probably Mexican. Like really good chips and salsa and some great tacos. Rice and beans. I don't mind seeing you eat. I appreciate that. So I got a question. Are you planning to do a podcast? So I actually am planning on doing a podcast. I'm doing some behind the scenes stuff right now, kind of prepping for that. I plan on filming the first few episodes here in a few weeks. That's going to be separate from my YouTube channel. It's going to be a separate channel just for the podcast, just because I know that there are plenty of people that watch my YouTube shorts that don't care about weight loss at all. They just kind of like the entertainment, like the food videos, all that kind of stuff. I like talking about weight loss and sharing things. That's why I make these videos. So I'm going to start a podcast dedicated just to that on a separate channel, but I am in the process of that right now, and I'll be sure to share details as that gets closer. I need some coaching. I can't lose weight. So again, if you're interested at all, just reach out, shoot me an email to ifwithryan, ifwithryan@gmail.com. A question coming in, what are the benefits of fasting? So people come to intermittent fasting for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons that I do it and a lot of people have come to it is there are absolutely weight loss benefits. A lot of people, Jen Stevens, who wrote Fast, Feast, Repeat, she said, people come to intermittent fasting for the weight loss and stay for the health benefits because it helps lose weight, because it just helps restrict the time that you're eating, right? If you're able to cut out breakfast or dinner, whatever the case may be, cut out one meal a day, as long as you don't move those calories to later in the day, you're going to reduce your calories, which is going to aid in weight loss. But there are some benefits as well, some cognitive benefits, some health benefits, things like autophagy, things like that. Sometimes I think some people may have a tendency to overstate the benefits. While they are there, there's nothing inherently magic about it. I like it because it's a practical, sustainable way for me to lose the weight and now to maintain the weight. That's why I do intermittent fasting. I have a 4-year-old daughter. Any tips on getting her to bed earlier? Struggles with staying up late. I would say, God, I can't remember the name of the book. Carrie and I read a book on sleep training the girls, essentially a method to kind of regulate their sleep, and that worked very well for us. They're on a pretty good bedtime now. I would just say routine. I'm not the best parent though. There's a reason that I don't have a parenting channel. I do my best, but I am not the best. Do I drink coffee? I do drink coffee. And I honestly didn't start doing a lot of coffee until I started fasting. And I do it honestly now more out of routine than anything else, but I'll have a cup or two of coffee every morning during my fasting window. Right now, having these smoked wings from Smoky Bones. Really good, high protein. I'm not quite sure on the nutritional information on them. I actually called the restaurant before this because I wasn't sure if they were just smoked, but they confirmed that they are smoked and then like flash fried. So there is maybe a little extra fat in them, but mostly protein, a little bit of fat. Still a good meal, I feel. Better than deep fried. SA Matt 2009. I've lost 50 pounds since January 23 and haven't lost much since. After having my second baby, I might try the fasting and see how that goes. Well, congratulations on what you've done already. I mean, the fact that you've lost and maintained is absolutely a win. And then if you didn't, I don't know what you did to lose the weight, but whatever you do to either lose more or maintain, just find that thing that is sustainable that you can do long term. I like fasting. Again, it's not a magic pill, and it may not work for everybody. I find that it works really well for me. Yeah, so Cheyenne said day 11 of fasting. I had oopsies where I would wake up super hungry and eat. I beat myself up super bad about it. Do you have oopsies in the beginning where you would eat sometimes? So absolutely. But that is also one of the reasons that anybody that works with me or any advice that I give when it comes to intermittent fasting is when you are just starting out, don't concern yourself with trying to do everything. Just stick with a few things. It's easier to just stick to your eating window if you are fasting and not trying to overhaul your nutrition and trying to implement a new workout plan, all those kinds of things. Just focus on the fasting in and of itself. You still have cheat meals days? If so, I don't call them cheat anymore. That's just a terminology thing for me. Like, I don't want to say that I'm cheating on my diet or I'm eating bad foods or good foods. So as a terminology thing, I just still do have higher calorie days. Sometimes they're planned, like if we're doing something special that may be planned. Sometimes it's just listen to my body. Sometimes it's still stress, right? Like, I don't always plan them out. The difference is if I have a high calorie day, the next day I'm back on. I don't overcompensate. I don't try to restrict heavily. I just kind of get back to the regular plan. I've changed my diet. I cut out sugary drinks like soda and juice, added exercise. So that's awesome, man. Again, great start. And the key is find that thing that you can keep up sustainably. So by cutting out sodas, that's something that I would recommend you try to maintain for as long as possible, just because that is something that over the course of your life, if you're able to significantly reduce the amount of soda, you're going to significantly reduce the calories, especially from sugar, things like that. That's a good change to implement. Do you have any good quick workout ideas, like 10 to 20 during lunch? My recommendation, man, go to YouTube. Like, literally search in YouTube how much time you have, what equipment you have, and I will do that one. Like, 𝐂𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐓, she's got some good dumbbell or kettlebell workouts that I've done in the past. Intermittent fasting for 6 years now. For 6 years, never felt better. Love that. Memphis, Tennessee, live in. Hey, Ryan. Hey, what's good? Do you eat chips once in a while? Chips are one of the few foods that, for the most part, I've cut them out. I mean, I'll have them occasionally, but I don't eat them too often because they're not very filling. The calories add up quick. That, to me, is a food that I have determined is just not worth it. I've cut out more chips than I have desserts. I'm gonna do my best to try not to choke to death while on this live stream. Ryan, would you suggest a beginner looking to fast to start out with maybe a 12 to 14? You could experiment with that. Most people that work with me, I have them start at 16 just because, and then we'll play around with the hours that they start. But if you do 7 to 11 fasting, that's not too much. You may stop eating a little earlier and start eating a little later. But that's where I'd say only fast is 16 hours. Don't do that and change your diet, and it's like too much. Like, keep it very simple. Is there any specific body parts you have trouble making progress on? I personally have a very hard time growing my shoulders and calves. Any tips for that? I honestly am not the best expert when it comes to that. When it comes to specific body parts, there are a lot of genetics involved. Not to say that you can't bring up certain body parts, but that's not the season of life that I'm in right now. Weight loss is the thing that I'm mostly focused on, and then just doing whole body resistance training. Happy to share that I'm able to lose 5.8 pounds since the beginning of this month trying IF. I love that. Memphis, Tennessee, living. Keep it up, man. John Stone, funny question. So I lose weight in my legs first and gut last. Was it something you struggle with? No, so you can't target fat loss. It absolutely is genetic where you put it on, and where you put it on first is where you'll lose it from first. Meaning, like, for me, it's my belly and my back fat. So that's where I see body fat the first. I'll lose it there, but it's also the last to lose as well. The last to get rid of most of it. What do you think of the carnivore diet? Like Paul Saladino, I like the idea of it. It just wasn't sustainable for me. Hey Ryan, I started intermittent fasting ever since I watched your videos, lost 20 pounds. Just want to say thanks for you and your videos, man. I really appreciate that, man, Alex. I love that. Death row meal, chips and salsa, steak tacos, and key lime pie. You have more energy now with your fasting routine? Absolutely. That is one of the reasons that I still do intermittent fasting, is I absolutely have more energy during the day when I'm fasted. Is it possible to do intermittent fasting while doing a low-calorie diet and not a different diet? Yeah, for sure. One of the reasons that intermittent fasting works for weight loss is because it restricts your overall number of calories. But the thing that I would caution you against is if you're combining intermittent fasting with a low calorie, depends on how you define low. But if you go too low for too long, it can start to affect your metabolism. You just need to go low enough that you're running in a calorie deficit. So for me, my maintenance is around 2,400 calories. So if I'm able to do 2,000 calories through fasting on average, I'm gonna lose almost a pound a week. What happened to your tooth? Lost it. Start of the summer, I had a root canal done on it a decade ago. It just got weak and fell out. I am not a Muslim. There's a question coming in. What's your longest fast? 36 hours. I've done that just a handful of times over the last 4 years. Love this guy. Videos help me reward myself once in a while. I've lost 78 pounds in 8 months. Lewis, that's absolutely awesome, man. I love that for you. So glad you found the videos, man. So here's a legit question. I noticed your wife's an amazing cook. How do you manage weight loss when you have access to amazing food? So that's one of the reasons that I do fasting, right? Like if we're gonna have something really special, I'll just kind of delay and enjoy that meal, if that makes sense. I actually snack less with intermittent fasting. Are you hungry all day? I'm starving by 11, then once I eat, I get so tired I can't focus. Yes, so getting hungry in the mornings doesn't happen to me too much because I've been fasting for 4 years now. That does take a little bit of time to adjust. And the other thing is, you'll notice a lot of times I try to have high protein meals when I break my fast. So I broke my fast with some biltong from Aldi. I'm now having some chicken wings and some kimchi. Pretty low in carbs. This can keep my blood sugar relatively stable, so I'm not gonna feel that kind of midday crash. I just stick to higher protein and low carbs early on. Now I will absolutely eat carbs. I just reserve them for later in the day. Ahmed, hey, I see your hello. Do your best to try not to spam the chat. Dom, hey, I appreciate that, man. Corey Scott, 6'9", was 4'11" in 2016. Man, I absolutely love that. Fish bellies in the Indian Atlantic. I'm gonna have to check it out. Controversial, but interested in your personal experience as you have lost weight, but do you need less sleep? I try to get 8 hours. I probably average 7. Some days 9, some days 7. I try to get 8. Hey brother, how's your day been? It's going good, man. Kevin Sanchez says, love your videos. I appreciate that. I try to do, how many grams of protein? I try to get like 180 is kind of my goal that I shoot for. Is your weight loss just for men or women as well? Both. It's across the board for sure. What's your favorite cheat meal? Carrie's cooking or out to eat? If Carrie's cooking, she makes jambalaya. That's incredible. If we're going out to eat, it's Mexican. Or Whataburger. How's it going, man? I'm leaving today to do basic training for the second time. Congratulations, man. Good luck. Stay focused. Listen, do what they tell you to. Most of it's mental, man. You got this. Ryan, did you read my comment? I said I'm new here. Hey, what's good? Miraculous, big fan. Off-road. Hey, Ryan, just wanted to say... Oh, hold on. Hey, Ryan, just wanted to say you're one of my favorite YouTubers ever. Can I get a follow back? You're a big inspiration to me. Thanks, good. Yeah, man, leave a comment below this video. I'm not sure how to get to there from the chat, but when this video is over, go and leave a comment below. We ever post more videos? I'm filming a new one on Wednesday. Hey, how are you? How long should I bulk? Bulking, I'm not the biggest expert on. you like Trader Joe's? I do, but I don't have one. My TDE is 1200. Oh, that is low. Hey Ryan, new from the Netherlands, 25-year-old student, love your videos. Very cool examples of data. I really appreciate that. Hey Ryan, sports medicine in Toronto, love the work. I appreciate that. We don't have a Trader Joe's yet, no Trader Joe's here. I love Carrie. I wish she had a channel too. I keep trying to talk her into it. She's just not the biggest fan. Hold on. Gotta hide a user. Heard you mention a vid y'all would like to visit New Orleans or Louisiana in general. Any plans? Not in the near future, but we would love to travel more doing this. Miss Toya's Korea house suggestion next time in DC. You like India? I have been eating more Indian food as of late, and it's good. You like British food? I haven't had too much. All right, y'all. Well, that was the last chicken wing. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. I appreciate you jumping on. Again, I may do these more often, but thank you so much for tuning in. Glad that you found the videos, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your Monday.